Hello students, hope all of you are doing well. So today again I'm back with history, chapter number 2, the Egyptian civilization. So in my last video I've covered up to page number 20, that is Egyptian dress. So today I will start from their occupation. So their main or chief occupation was agriculture, and due to the abundant supply of water and fertile soil, they used to produce abundant crops. Okay, they used to produce abundant crops throughout the year, and their chief crop was where wheat, barley and millet, and vegetables and fruits such as dates, apples, peaches and figs. Okay, now domestication of animals. So like Mesopotamian civilization people, they also used to, the Egyptian people also used to domesticate animals. So which were the animals they used to domesticate? Like cows, sheep, donkeys, okay, goats, camels, and in birds they used to domesticate doves and geese. Okay, now comes art and craft. Okay, so the craftspeople had to work very hard in order to satisfy the demands and expensive tastes of the aristocratic people. Okay, means people of from higher classes. Okay, there were skilled craftspeople like potter, goldsmith, carpenters, weavers, sculptors, and painters. So what the sculptor used to do? They carved large stones or statues into different statues of kings and gods. Okay, while the artist decorated the tomb with exquisite paintings, was very beautiful and unique paintings, and these paintings tells a great deal about their lifestyle, about the Egyptian lifestyle. Okay, so the Egyptians also used to build number of magnificent temples with beautiful, gigantic, humongous temples and halls with pillars. Okay, and the walls and pillars were decorated with beautiful paintings of humans, animals, birds. Okay, now comes myth. So the Egyptian doctors or surgeons were very renowned. They were very skillful. They had an advanced technique of mummify a corpse, Egyptian corpse, that is the dead body. Mummification or embalming means to make a mummy. Okay, and embalming means preserve the dead body from getting decay. Okay, so they used to mummify the dead body. Okay, and Egyptian had a deep knowledge of human body and its systems. Okay, and so the doctors mainly specialize in the treatment of eyes and teeth, etc. Okay, now comes trade. So the trade was carried on both by land and sea. Okay, and for internal trade, goods were transported by boats and barges. Barges means the small size boats. Okay, along the Nile, and by road on camel and donkeys. And for foreign trades, the Egyptians built the world's first seafaring ships. Seafaring means a regular ship. Okay, now they exported linen, wheat, glassware, jewelry, and furnitures. They imported gold, ivory, copper, and cedar wood. The king controlled the foreign trade. The barter system was used, and the medium of exchange was usually grain, silver, and copper. So now comes their writing. So the Egyptian developed a form of writing called hieroglyphic script. Means instead of using the alphabets, they used to use pictures. Okay, so they use pictorial symbols of various objects and creature to denote letters. Okay, each picture stood for a separate word, and later they developed a simplified alphabet which had 24 consonants and no vowels. Now comes religion. So the Egyptian used to worship many gods and goddesses, and the first god, their special god, was Ra and Osiris. Ra, the sun god; Osiris, the god of death. Okay, and the pharaohs were also worshipped. They have their own temples. Okay, where the priests used to worship them, and every city, town, and village had its own favorite god. Okay, and some certain animals or birds were also being worshipped, that is jackal, crocodile, the bull, and the hawk. Okay, and also the Egyptian used to believe the life after death, so they used to preserve the body. Okay, and the body was embalmed with spices and wrapped in fine linen. Okay, and such a preserved body is known as mummy. And food, wine, clothes, furniture, jewelry, and weapons were put into the tombs, and the pyramids were the tombs of the pharaohs. Okay. Now comes the decline of the Egyptian civilization. So, how did Egyptian civilization decline? Okay, so the Egyptian empire collapsed. Okay, by 1000 BCE, the glory and the splendor of the Egyptian empire had declined, and the foreign invasion and internal revolts weakened the empire. Okay, and Egypt was repeatedly invaded by the Babylonians, Assyrians, Persian, and finally by Alexander the Great. I'm sure all of you have heard his name. And Alexander found one city, okay, Alexandria, and later it became a very renowned and a great cultural center for the ancient world during the reign of Ptolemy, one of Alexander's general. And Ptolemy was the founder of the last dynasty of Egypt. And Herodotus was writing in the 5th century BC, that is, there is no country that possesses so many wonders, nor any that has such a number of works which defy description. So here we end our second chapter, that is Egyptian civilization. Hopefully you have understood the points and the covered portions. So please student, if you have any further doubt, you can ask me in the live class. Thank you, take care of yourself, and have a great day ahead.